Hey guys, this is Shane from AF Customs. I'm going to show you how to do the barrel install. We get a lot of guys calling, and I think they have a little bit of issues, and so I want to show you how the center stand is designed, and then and how to go about putting the barrels on. So I'm repairing the stand right now, and I just put barrels on, but I thought about the little video and stuff. So when you guys are changing the barrels, this is the barrel. So, and a lot of people are not sure what's the barrel. So that's the barrel. This is the leg. The leg goes on the barrel. So when you guys are changing the barrel, you'll have to take this side bolt out to pull the leg off, and then this little set screw right there, that's a brass set screw. So be very careful when you're taking that out, because it'll strip real easy. It's soft, and it's designed to be soft. Or we put a brass one in there because in the early days we were putting steel ones in there, and then when you guys left the stand down and it twisted this thing around the shaft, it galded that bolt set screw into the shaft. So we went to a brass set screw, which helps the shaft not get ruined, but it's very easy to ruin the set screw, and if you guys strip the set screw out, it makes it very hard to get the stand off or the barrel off. So if it's tough, stop trying to get it out before you strip it. And then we have like a little propane torch. We just blow heat on the end of the barrel, and then just a little bit of heat, not a bunch. You obviously don't want to burn your powder coat or anything like that. Just get a little bit warm, and it will break the Loctite loose on that set screw, and then the set screw will come undone. So and then when you guys get ready to change your barrel, you want to make sure that the stand is twisted or turned enough to have both of these tangs, which are there and there. That's the mechanical stop for the stand. So that's what breaks off and allows the stand, the leg to turn, so you don't damage the oil pan on the bike, because we don't want this thing to be so rigid that it turns the stand and cracks the pan. So that's why these are designed to break off, and unfortunately that's why you guys have to replace these things when the stand's down or left down. So you want to get those two stops off of the main body. This is the main body right here, so it'll just make it easier to set the barrel. So I'm going to take this barrel off. I'm going to show you guys. I'm kind of doing this with my one-man hand here. So I'm going to back this off, and the barrel slides off. So if you guys can see here, this shaft has a little tiny flat right here, and it's not big because, like I said, we want that set screw to turn. So that's why this flat is really small. But on the other hand, when you guys go to put your barrels on, it's really important that the set screw lands on that flat, and because that's what times the two sides together. So that flat is mirrored on the other end of the shaft, and it times your legs together. So guys will call me and they'll say that they put the barrels on but the legs aren't in line. Well, it's because they didn't hit the flat right. So when you guys slide the barrel on, make sure the set screw is on the flat. So when you put that up there, and then the way I do it, and the reason why I was saying to keep this off the stops, is so when you tighten this set screw up, you also rock this just ever so slightly, so that way the flat of the set screw lands perfectly on the flat, because that, like I said, that flat is so small, and you guys get this off a little bit, and then you tighten it up and you think it's tight, and then once the bike is set on the stand, it clocks it back into the location, and all of a sudden this barrel's loose because it's just floating. That set screw is just floating around. So you want to make sure that set screw is right on that flat. So what I do is I start to turn the set screw, and then I also start to turn the barrel a little bit till it lands. Right now it's starting, it can only go that far. Well, this whole thing's turning, but it can only go that far right now. So I keep on kind of rocking it back and forth to make sure that it's on the flat. And then once it's on the flat, then I just give her a little crank. You don't want to go too much, because it's gonna, like I said, that's a brass set screw, and you don't want to over tighten that thing. So once it's tight, then you're good to go. And then I always try to reach over and just kind of twist the thing to see if it's on the flat. If it's on the flat right, this thing won't pop loose. But if it's off the flat and you turn this thing, it's going to pop loose, then it's going to be loose. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. So just make sure that that set screw is firmly and squarely put on that flat area. And then after that, then you put your leg back on. And then we also get a lot of customers calling and saying that their legs fall off. Well, there's two things. You got to make sure that that's nice and this is firm, and then this side bolt needs quite a bit of Loctite, and then tighten it as good as you can, and then let it set overnight. If you just take off and you put Loctite in there and put your bolt in there and then take off and go try it, well, that Loctite never gets set, or it's semi-set, and then you take the bike and you set the bike on top of it and it turns the leg a little bit, then you break the Loctite seal. So make sure when you guys put this in here, you're using plenty of Loctite, blue Loctite, and you're tightening it just as much as you can, and let the bike set for a couple of hours before you start to use the stand. So anyways, this is a small little quick video of how to put these barrels on. I hope this helps everybody. If not, you can give us a call at the shop at 661-364-0460. AF Customs. Thanks, guys.